Good morning, boys and girls and families of the Gilmore. I'm here today to answer a couple of questions that I've received about where it is to find resources. You're receiving a great deal of communication from Superintendent Thomas, from me, the principal of the Gilmore, as well as from individual teachers through either the Remind app, phone calls, or email. We really find that it's important to stay connected as much as possible. So, in order to help you out to navigate what are the priority assignments for your student, I want to start by directing you to the Brockton Public Schools website. Right when students launch their Google Chrome, whether they're using a student computer, it should come up automatically. If you're using a personal computer, you can simply navigate there by typing in bpsma.org. Right here is where you get that pop-up window for the most recent changes or updates to the Brockton Public Schools website or any important information. School registration appointments are going virtual, so I know some people are anticipating next year and they're looking to where their student will go. Here is a pre-registration form that was recently updated. So here's the Brockton Public Schools website. You remember in a previous message recording, which you can access from our YouTube channel, I shared how to use the Clever login. So that is certainly a one-stop shop to get your Brockton assignments and all of the Brockton online learning resources with having your student log in using simply their username and password. I know some of you have experienced challenges with Clever, so I'm going to show you how to get assignments if Clever is just not the ideal for you because you're experiencing some malfunction. So the Learning at Home button, when you scroll down just beyond the Brockton banner, is the most important button for learning at home. When I click on that, it's going to take me to a main page with a message from Superintendent Thomas, followed by all of the essential resources by every department within our student support and Office of Teaching and Learning. Many students at the Gilmore will access through K-5 resources. Additional resources that I just quickly want to review is the bilingual and ESL plan. So if your children need support learning the language of English and they're taking any classes in that, this will also have those resources. Special education resources are located here if you need some additional support. Adult learning, if you're taking any adult learning classes. If you have any needs for supporting the computer you're using, whether your personal computer or a Brockton computer, this button will give you some troubleshooting and also who to contact. And then our overall remote learning plan. Like I said, the most usable button for all students at the Gilmore will be the K-5 resources. By clicking on that, I then scroll down and each grade level identifies the work for each class. So let's say I had a child in second grade. I would click grade 2. Organized by date is each assignment by day, followed by just by clicking on that. So yesterday was Monday, so all students should have accessed April 27th, math, grade 2, day 1, if you're a grade 2 student. It's written exactly the same way, just changing the grade level if you click on grade 3, 4, 5, K, etc. In addition to selecting the math button, after you select that, you want your children to have some time with their ELA because reading is certainly something they should be doing, not just with these assignments, but reading on their own throughout the day as well. Get lost in a good book. So I am going to click on today's math. So April 28th, math day 2 for grade 2. They have written a learning plan. It gives you the standard and the objective. What's really cool about the math assignments is that when you select the button, it actually gives you a video tutorial of the math review standard. So today's math review standard is adding by making a group of 10. And I would click that button and it would give me the little tutorial. Make sure your volume is up so that you can see that. And it certainly asks if I'm a student or a teacher. And by saying I'm a student, it will give me additional support throughout the video. When I'm done, if I click back, the browser back button right here, it is going to take me back to that learning lesson plan. It then gives me a worksheet. Now, I know many people have been concerned about how exactly to get the work done here. But the best part about this is you don't necessarily need to print this work. Many of your students are experienced with taking a blank piece of paper, numbering the problem by saying today's date. They could write worksheet using drawings for base 10, and that's great writing practice. So write the title of the worksheet, then write the number. They can draw the box, and then they can actually draw or build using the base 10. They have learned how to use these models in their classroom. And once again, this is review. So then as you continue to scroll, it gives you problem of the day and games to play. Anytime you see something that's blue, you want to click on that. It's either going to take you to a game online, or it's going to take you to a video or another assignment. If it's confusing to you when you click on the button and it tends to take this page away, by left clicking, that's when you hit the bottom right-hand corner of the mouse, right clicking, you can say open link in new tab, and then this page will just always be right with a tab at the top. So this is going to open Illuminations, and if you look at this, it's giving you some drag and drop features, which is really good MCAS prep with the drag and drop on those technology tools. I'm going to go back to the K-5 resources, and now I'm going to showcase the ELA assignments from the Brockton Public Schools. Once again, you're going to notice that it's pen and paper. This is great practice for your child. Again, if they take a piece of paper, you don't have to print this. They can just write down number 1, mom and dad blank a bag, and then use their high frequency word to answer that sentence. And then by writing the sentence, you're getting reading and writing practice at the same time. So it's actually a great practice for your child. With the vocabulary test, they could simply take a blank piece of paper, write vocab test at the top, write number 1. They don't have to copy this down. They can just write number 1 and determine the answer. And I'm not going to give it to you grade 2 students, but you would read, what does the word park mean in this sentence? We can park near the school. Does it mean A, leave a car, B, a place to go camping, or C, where ball games are played? Did you get the answer? Okay, in this case, I would write the number 1, and then I could either write A, B, or C, depending on the answer. You don't necessarily have to write all of this down on your paper. Okay, and then there are answer sheets to check your work. Okay, so that's just a quick tutorial of the Brockton resources. Stay tuned, I'll make another video for you on how to use the Gilmore Weebly once again.